Here are more white cards for my artifact cube. These are all from either the Scars of Miradan block or the Miradan block. On the left, you have Steel Shaper's Gift. It's a 1-drop sorcery. It's an uncommon from 5th Dawn. A very playable card, a so-called modern staple. It's a tutor, so you can search your library for an equipment card, reveal that card, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. That sounds just like a knockout useful card. It is no wonder that it's considered a modern staple. Revoke Existence is a 2-drop from Scars of Miradan. Exile target artifact or enchantment. So it's really naturalized in white as a sorcery, and I've got 2 of them in here. Then you've got Razor Barrier and 2 of Raise the Alarm. Razor Barrier is a 2-drop common from Miradan. Instant. Target permanent you control gains protection from artifacts or from the color of your choice until end of turn. That's useful for a 2-drop. Then Raise the Alarm, another one of these modern staples. It's an instant. Put 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens into play. So you've got 2 different creatures that are 1/1 and you drop them for a cost of 2 as an instant. That seems pretty good. I can see why people want to play it a lot. Then Fulgent Distraction, 2 of them, and Blinding Beam. Fulgent Distraction is a 3-drop instant. Choose 2 target creatures, tap those creatures, then unattach all equipment from them. Again, in an artifact-heavy block, this could be a real killer. In any other deck, it would be kind of useless if your opponent has no equipment, no artifact equipment. Useless. Blinding Beam, a 3-drop instant from Miradan. Choose 1. Tap 2 target creatures or creatures don't untap during target player's next untap step. Very useful. It's got Entwine for a 1-drop. Choose both if you play the Entwine cost. I love these abilities where even if you're a new player like me and you didn't play them, you can read them and understand them. Try doing that with Cypher for Gatecrash. I dare you. Roar of the Ka, it's a 2-drop instant, and you can choose 1. Same deal with Entwine, it's got a 2-drop Entwine cost. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, or untap all creatures you control. That could be really useful. Definitely a very useful uncommon card. Perch is a 2-drop instant, an uncommon from Darksteel. Destroy target artifact or black creature. It can't be regenerated. A little bit of a situational card because it's a lot better to have a card where you can destroy target artifact or enchantment. Let's compare. You can you can exile. So compare Purge to Revoke Existence. You know, a couple of nuances for each card, but I would probably pick Revoke Existence over Purge. Altar's Light is a 4-drop uncommon. Remove target artifact or enchantment from the game, which really means exile. And I don't really understand why it's a 4-drop, went for 2. Well, I guess it's an instant, so that gives you a benefit of playing it at a different time. Sorcery, you can only play it at the beginning of your turn. Then you've got Vanquish, an uncommon 5th Dawn. Destroy target blocking creature. Useful, 3-drop. Test of Faith, an uncommon from Darksteel. Prevent the next 3 damage that would be dealt to target creature this turn, and put a +1/+1 counter on that creature for each 1 damage prevented this way. Little complicated, but I'm sure it's useful. It's only a 2-drop. That couldn't hurt. Then a gigantic 5-drop, another Darksteel uncommon. Again, the artwork is a little, it's early modern. Miradan definitely isn't, Charts of Alara or something like that. Choose 1. It's got a double Entwine cost. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn, or until end of turn. Creatures you control gain whenever this creature deals damage, you gain that much lifelink. So yeah, that could be useful. It's a 5-drop, and to do both, you're actually doing a 7-drop. I guess if you were playing a late game against somebody with a blue deck, you could use this thing. Other than that, I don't see it happening. Now I've got 3 Arrest, 2 with the Miradan artwork, and 1 with the Scars of Miradan artwork. And notice how the naming has changed in the cards over time. In the old card, all you had to say was enchant creature, which I think is actually more understandable. As a new player, it took me a while to realize that enchantment auras really only dealt with creatures. But in the old Arrest, you enchanted creature, and it can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be played. Same deal with the new Arrest in Scars of Miradan, same 3-drop. It's the exact same card, but notice the wording is a little more amenable, more useful. And also it's got different flavored text. Rule of Law, it's a rare from Miradan. It's a 3-drop enchantment. Each player can't play more than 1 spell each turn. That could be useful in a very defensive white deck.